We're back with video number 5 of Procreate Basics. My name is Jasmine. Today we'll be covering more on animation. Let's get started by reviewing how to get into animation on Procreate. So I am here on a new project here. I'm going to go up to the action menu, which is the wrench in your upper left-hand side of your screen. Going to go to Canvas and then turn on Animation Assist. With this project, we're going to talk about background. So to get to your background, I'm going to add one more frame here. Your background will be your furthest left frame. So I'm going to tap my left frame. I'm going to toggle on background. Your background is the frame that will be furthest away from your viewpoint. For this example, I'm going to make sure that I am on my first frame. I make it all black. That is my first frame. And we're going to do kind of like a spacey scene here. So I'm going to just start drawing. I'm on my layer number 1, which is also my background layer. All other layers will appear on top of this layer. I'm going to make a little earth here. Keeping it messy. Gonna add a little planet Mars here. Maybe a Saturn. And then I'm going to tap my frame number 2 so that you can see that I'm not on my background layer anymore. You can also tell because when my background layer is selected, it is blue. When I tap on my second frame, that blue goes away. When you check your layers, also, you can see that you're on frame 2. I am going to do something that we did in video number 2. So I'm going to add text to this so you can see that you can do more than one technique in animation, such as adding text. I show my keyboard. Customize my text by selecting all of my text that I've typed. I'm going to change my font type, change my font size, and the tracking. I'm going to use my transform tool to move it around and resize it if I want. I'm going to add another layer to do some clipping. So I'm going to select layer number 4, which is my new layer, do a clipping mask so it connects to my text layer. I'm going to recolor it just a little bit. Make my brush a little bit bigger. And then I would like to merge everything together so that is all on my background. So I'm going to select everything, group it, and flatten it. And if you look down at your timeline there, that is all on your background layer, which is your frame number 1. So now I'm going to add one more frame. I'll add a few more frames, but I'm going to add one frame now. I'm going to start my true animation, the part that will move across my background. I'm going to do a little rocket ship. Keeping it simple. I'm gonna move this object up a little bit using my transform tool. I'm still on frame number 1. And then what I'm going to do is duplicate that layer and move it using my transform tool. I can turn it a little bit if I'd like. I'm going to do the same thing with that frame. Duplicate it, move it to transform again. I'm going to keep duplicating my frames and transforming them to move. That will be our animation. So once again, this is the background I have selected here. I'm gonna go to settings. For our playback, we're gonna do a 1 shot. And for our frames per second, we're gonna go to 10. And then we're gonna hit play and see what that looks like. It's a little fast for me. So that is what 1 shot looks like. We're gonna change it up a little bit. I'm gonna go to loop for my playback type, and I'm going to lower my frames per second so it's a little bit slower. So we're at 10 right now. I'm gonna go to 5. I'm gonna play it back and see what that looks like. And that is our animation for showing our backgrounds. Now let's cover foregrounds. Your foreground will be your frame that is closest to you, the viewer. Let's get started. I'm here on a fresh new project here. I still have my animation assist set up, so I am on frame number 1. Your foreground will be your furthest most right frame, so I'm gonna add another frame, select it, and toggle on foreground. And you can see it's selected because there is a blue mark around it. For this one, we're gonna do kind of like a water setting. I'm gonna select a blue color here, and go up to my brushes. I'm going to select elements, and I have a water brush here. Again, like we covered in video number 1, you can change your brush settings. I'm going to keep mine the same. And I'm going to make sure that it is big. I'm going to change the opacity a little bit. And I'm going to see what this looks like. Change my color to a little bit lighter blue. I'm gonna do another pass with my brush. I'm satisfied with that. I'm gonna change my brush back to my syrup brush under inking, making my brush size a little bit smaller. And we are going to work on some fishes for our water here. I'm gonna add a few frames. I'm gonna start with my frame number 1. I'm gonna draw a little fish here. Frame number 2, you can see from the onion skin that my frame 1 is there. I'm gonna kind of use that as my guide. This is frame number 3. Going to keep Working my way up on frames and drawing my fish. Just like we did with the last animation with the rocket, you can duplicate your frames if you would like. Okay, I have 6 frames here. This is my first frame, this is my second. I'm gonna move them around a bit. And again, using my onion skin, I can see what is behind each layer, each frame. I'm gonna do one more frame. Now we're gonna do our playback test. I'm on frame number 1, I'm hitting play. We're a little bit fast here, so I'm gonna keep it playing. I'm gonna go to settings and lower my frames per second so I can kind of watch how slow I can get it. Here we are at 4. And I think that's pretty good. So once again, that is our foreground. That is how foregrounds will work. You can see that the water is closest to our viewer here. And that is how foregrounds work. This has been Procreate Basics. Thank you for joining me. My name is Jasmine. You can check out my website at artofjj.com. Thank you to Project 3810 for letting us use your space, and thank you to Arts Council OKC for making this happen.